Good morning, everybody. Good morning. It is currently 6:30 a.m. but I'm about to go to sleep, but I wanted to post this video. It's something I've been thinking about for a while. And I gotta say, big ups to Toy Story 5. That was a freaking great movie, dude. I loved it. So I feel like we haven't had like a little fireside chat in a second, so let's go ahead and have a little talk. And I'm gonna respond to a few comments and we'll have a nice time. So cheers, get your drinks out. Let's do it. The first comment here says, he doesn't care about spending money on products that his job should be supplying themselves. And he won't buy a bed for himself and his woman. Now this is true. I don't mind spending like $5 to $10 to buy a product. Now this is talking about at my job, we didn't have the proper bleach to mop the floor. So I bought some like bleach cleaner and it was, I don't know, it was like $5 or maybe like $3. And if it helps me do my job better, I really don't mind, man, because it makes my life easier. It just makes cleaning easier instead of me having to scrub and scrub and scrub. I take pride in my work. I've always liked leaving the store the best way I can do it. And if that means another $5 a week, it's all good. And he won't buy a bed for himself and his woman. Now, see, that's the thing I get a lot. And because I do sleep on an air mattress. And honestly, the truth is, we didn't know how long we'd be out here. We didn't know if we would really not like it, if we would just hate it, and things didn't work out at all. So we didn't buy a bed. We're both young, so we don't really care about an air mattress. Doesn't really bother us, and one day we'll have a mattress, but right now, doesn't matter. I appreciate it though, but I mean, she doesn't care, and I don't either. And by the way, it's a great air mattress. We got this nice memory foam on it, man. This one people like. This got a lot of upvotes. This got 4 likes, and it was, "You creep me out." That's something I heard my whole life. People have never wanted to be around me. I'm creepy, I'm ugly, I'm a weird person, I'm very awkward. I get that all the time. So I appreciate it, man. And the 4 people who thumbs it up, look, that was a banger. You made a banger comment. You made a banger top comment. So I got to give you credit on that one, to be completely honest with you. All right, what's up with your face? Now, this is one that I've realized my whole entire life. I was a very nice looking kid. I was a good looking kid. I was 10 years old, 9 years old. And I really thought like, man, you know what? You're going to have a future in this world. You're going to be able to go out. People like you. People don't really gravitate towards you. But I was good looking, you know? And then age 12 came. And puberty hit me like a bag of rocks right to the dome. And after that, I've just been an ugly guy. And it's really sad. It's really sad. Puberty just hit me right in the face with a bat. And, you know, sometimes you just get a bad roll of the dice. But it's all good, man. It's worked out. But every day, do I wish that I was better looking? Absolutely. Absolutely. Who doesn't? Life would be so much easier. If you're a good looking person, you have life on easy mode. So yeah, I walk through life with like the game difficulty on hard because you're an ugly person, but it is what it is, man. It's something I've gotten over with time. It used to bother me a lot, but now it's all right. How do you guys keep donating to him? He fakes being your friend. He fakes so much of his life. He's mentally impaired. Ouch. Stop giving money to him. If you care about him, the donations make him worse by extending his incredibly low intelligence delusions. Ouch. That kind of hurt a little bit, but that's a popular comment. It got 3 upvotes, so clearly a lot of people agree. Now, I'm not going to argue with you. I might be mentally impaired. That part is true. But I don't fake any bit of my life on YouTube, and that's been a major problem of mine. If I was fake on here, I would be so much more successful than I am today. And that's a major problem. That's something that I've thought about a lot. Because I talked to a few YouTubers on here and they've told me, stop saying thoughts that are on your mind, stop venting, stop ranting, stop rambling. And it's just like, you know what? I just can't help it. They said, don't tell people these things. Don't tell people intricate parts of your life. And I'm like, it's just what I've always done. I've always vlogged on YouTube. And that's why people can go back and look at all my old videos from 10, 15 years ago. And they can say, look at what he said here, and look at what he said here, because I've said so much online, and it's just, I get a lot of hate for that honesty, but it is what it is, and that's fine. That's just I think that's honestly part of the appeal, is that it's not fake and not manufactured, and that you can actually see, like, all of my miserable failures and bad ideas and horrible takes, and everybody grows as a person, you know, and I've had a lot of stuff online from when I'm, like, 17 years old, and, yeah. So I don't know, I actually disagree with you. I think the fact that I'm so honest on YouTube is a very negative thing, but I'm gonna keep doing it because it's what I've done since 2008, 2012, around that time, so I appreciate it. But you all right, I'm probably not a high intelligence guy. You're probably right about that part. And on that note, I do want to say a huge thank you to everybody who donated this week. You guys help make the channel what it is and help me keep making videos and making content. So as always, I appreciate it. We are not sponsored, but we are sponsored by you, the people. Brother, you're such a bottle job. No postings for almost 2 weeks. You're the biggest wimp out there. Never taking advantage of opportunities. But see, I've always viewed this as a different way. I never wanted to come on here and just make videos for the sake of making videos. I never just wanted to just pump them out, pump them out, pump them out like a machine. And that's probably to my detriment. You're probably right about that. But when I post a video, it's because I like it. I have a million videos that you guys could have seen that I've just deleted because I was like, wow, you know what? This is really horrible. No one's gonna wanna watch this. This is terrible. So sometimes I don't post for 2 weeks because I can't make things. I can't make things, I can't talk, I'm stuttering, I'm a disaster, I'm anxious, and I'm like, oh my God, this is horrible. You're right though, if I was more talented like somebody like Van City Van Life or somebody like that who can just post all the time and make quality stuff, I'd be in a lot better position. And it's not that I don't try, but it's just that sometimes I'm just not capable. And that's just what I've always done on my YouTube channel. I don't like posting things just to post them. I know I should in this era of posting things every single day, but I know that's one of my major downfalls. And trust me, there's a lot of downfalls, but that one is one. I'm overly critical, I think, and I think my anxiety drives that. And yeah, that's always been a big negative of me. I agree with you. I agree. That's true. I don't know if I can say this on YouTube. You're so bleep, dude. I'm one video away from unsubbing. Hey, let me defend my choice of moving to a state people died in 100 years ago. Wow, look at the culture I'm not a part of. I truly don't understand what you're trying to say, honestly. And it's not like the grammar errors. It's just like, I don't know what you're saying. One of the great things about America is the whole country is our culture, right? The whole 250 years, the whole 100 years before that is everybody's culture. You don't have to be born here to be a part of it. Everybody can become an American, and guess what? Now it's all of our culture because we share a shared identity of American values and things. And I think, yeah, if you're American, you're a part of the culture. I don't really know what you're saying. This, I definitely can't say. You are so, bro, you have some of the worst takes I've ever heard. Now, this is true. I agree with you because, you know, people are probably going to bring this up, but I've said it before. I've got like an 80 IQ. So, you know what? I can't deny it. You're right. I do have some pretty bad takes sometimes. But I think we all do. And I think, especially when you try to say so many things like online and like on streams and stuff, and this is one thing that's very true. And one thing I've learned from Howard Stern is sometimes you say some stupid stuff that you don't even mean because you're just trying to be entertaining. So, yeah, I definitely think that's true, man. I think that's valid criticism. The more I watch you, bro, you're fucking stupid. True. I agree with that. Nobody agrees with that more than I do. The more I listen to myself, I'm like, wow, dude, you're pretty stupid. But sometimes I do have good ideas, and sometimes I do have good takes. It's not all bad. There's a large part of it that I do agree with. I'm not a bright guy. I'm not a smart person. I didn't do good in school. Also seems like he is on something here. The rapid fire delivery and mania. Kid is a weird piece of trash. I've gotten a lot of people who said, bro, I think you're on drugs. People have told me this my whole life. Since I was like 15 years old, teachers used to think that I was on coke, that I was distributing illegal substances. People used to always tell me this because I always have like this weird tweaker vibe. I think that's why I'm like naturally congregate with homeless people because we share like a same interest. Even though I don't have that interest, it's weird. It's like a weird, like, I'm like a moth, you know? But people do say that a lot. Never been on drugs. I've never done any of that stuff. I get that all the time. I wish I was, so I wouldn't be tired like I was right now and I could stay up all the time making videos. Yeah, I wish I was on drugs. It would probably make my videos a lot better because I could actually make more out. But yeah, don't do drugs, but I probably should. This was a weird comment, and a lot of people voted this up, which makes me a little paranoid. You're getting Ian. Huh, I don't know if that means like, you're going to come do that? Or if like, I don't know. That was a weird one. That kind of freaked me out. And the fact that 3 people uploaded or liked it, that's a little bit scary, man. That's a strange one for sure. What did you think of all the criticism online? Well, I think that's really interesting, right? Criticism online is one thing because a lot of it's obviously not fair, but when you put stuff on the internet, don't get mad when people comment on it. And that's why I always say trolling, I really don't care. The only thing I have a problem with is like when people dox me or try to like fake being my sister and trying to mess with me in ways that actually hurt me, like getting fired from my jobs and things like this. So doxing is weird, and I think doxing is not okay. But criticism is fine. I've always been fine with that. One thing I've never done is blocked people. I've never censored stuff in the chat. I've always let trolls reign free. Anybody who's watched a live stream of mine can say that. And it's just when it gets super hateful to the point to where it's like crazy, like the guy a couple comments ago, or to the fact where people are doxing and doing things like that, then that's not okay. But criticism is always fine. I think my channel has always been like, you could say whatever you want. A couple months ago, I did have to put on this thing though, because I was getting so many hostile, hateful comments that it was a little overwhelming for me. And it made me quit for a while. Honestly, it made me quit. I had to give up YouTube. I had to give up the internet. And that's just when I was working and just focused on working and doing my job, because I'm used to a lot of the hate and I'm used to getting all these comments and weird things because I've been doing this for so long. But that was just so much, so fast, and so many things were being taken out of context. I think it got to the point where it wasn't really criticism. It was more like bullying because I couldn't really escape it. And it's like, wah, you know, and so it's not really a big deal, but to the point to where people were constantly calling my work and harassing me, that really did bother me. That almost made me stop posting. And yeah, so that's the one thing. People could say whatever they want to say on the YouTube channel. That's fine. But if you're calling my work and criticizing me to my boss and all these things, that's super weird. And that's stalker stuff. I don't know. Who the fuck is this chick? I'm Ian on YouTube and I make videos and I post them online. I don't know, dude. A lot of people say that. They go, I don't know, bro. Are you a guy? Are you a girl? What are you? I don't know. I'm like half human, half golem. Dude is such a failure. I mean, by a lot of people's standards, that's true, but I did something I was never able to do before, and I moved halfway across the country. Has it been the craziest time of my life? Absolutely. Has it been the most like depressing, stressful, exciting, amazing time in my life? Absolutely. So by my standards, I'm not a failure, but if you feel that way, I could see why. A lot of people would say that I'm a failure because I don't have a bed. But to me, I just don't really care. I don't really care about material items. As you can see in the room, I really own nothing. All this stuff was like really sent in by the beautiful, wonderful people who sent stuff into the P.O. box. And some of it was made for me, like that stuff over there. So I don't really believe in like consumerism. I don't really own things. The only things I really buy are soda and video games. And yeah, that's really it. I live a cheap life. I don't even buy clothes. Half the clothes that I live in there so people would probably look at me and be like, yeah, bro, your clothes are ugly. You're a failure. You don't have a nice car and all this stuff. And I'm like, okay, that's cool. I don't really care about these things. I just noticed that your head is shaped like an upside down Dorito. I don't even get that. I don't know. That's a weird comment. He looks like a weirdo. This is true. I get this comment a lot. You'd be surprised how many times I've heard he looks like a weirdo in real life. And it's always women. Women have always said that I look like a weird guy. Like I'm strange looking. I'm like a little like deformed. But I've been over this. I get it, man. I'm an ugly guy. That's fine. We all know that. That's not a big deal. I've come to terms with that. That's okay. So I'm not Brad Pitt. I think we know that. 30 working at a supermarket. Nah, that's pathetic. See, I have a different view of life than most people, man. And see, that's why I don't really get as upset, because who cares? It doesn't matter what job you work. As long as you work hard in your job, and whether you're a janitor, a trash guy, working at the store, a job's a job, man. And if you're putting money, food on the table, who cares? Yeah, so I don't work at NASA, so I clean pumps for a living. Okay, that's fine. I enjoy it. As long as you're happy, that's what matters. How many people saw the video of Ian saying he didn't know his grandma's nationality? Pretty sad, considering he lived with her for how long and he knows nothing about her. That's sad. And why the fuck is everything bro, brother, and man? I mean, you're in your 30s and not in California anymore. Grow up, Ian. Okay, this might really surprise you, but I don't know my grandma's nationality because she doesn't know her nationality. She doesn't know what she is because she doesn't know. I don't know. She doesn't know. There's no records. There's nothing. She would have to get a DNA test, and she just doesn't know. And that's a crazy answer, but she's 94. So it's really not that crazy when you think about it. They probably didn't have the best records in the 30s, right? So that's the criticism that's unfair. Like, you could just ask me. Like, you don't have to say it's pretty sad and curse me out. You could just be like, oh, hey, Ian, why don't you know about your grandma's nationality? I saw that. And I would tell you. Instead of being like, pretty sad considering he lived with her and he knows nothing about her. That's sad. It's like, all right, you could ask. It's all good. But it's cool, man. I appreciate the comment. Dog moved halfway across the country to be relying on a polluted stream of food. This is good. I saw this one. This cracked me up, bro. I'm not going to say your name. I don't want to put you out there like that. But that was funny, and a lot of people agreed. I'm driving up to Arkansas, and I'm going to challenge you to a fight and live stream it for charity. This is a common comment I get. A lot of people want to come up here and just, like, kick my ass for something. I don't really know why. I'm not a fighter, dude. But, I mean, if you do come up here, we can stream that. I think that's content, like a boxing match. One stupid decision after another. Looking worse each video. 99% of views are hate watchers snacking on popcorn, watching the inevitable downfall and mental breakdown on the horizon. Like a car crash, it's hard to look away. That was a nicely well-worded comment. I read that and I was like, you know what? This guy really knows how to write. He's probably like a writer or something, or like some sort of author, because it captured me the whole time. And look, it got 6 upvotes, so the people agree. I mean, I agree. A lot of people do hate watching me, but there's a lot of great people on here too, man. So it's all good, man. I'm just happy people are here and I'm having a good time, man. It's not gonna bother me. I mean, I used to get 50 views a video. I used to get 20 views a video. Some videos would get 0. So if there's 1,000 people and 20 don't like me, it's all good. You can actually see the stupidity on his face. That is never going to wash off. That's true. I'm not debating it. I'm not the brightest guy in the world. We're all thinking, is this guy stupid? And he is. He stated his IQ in the 80s. Called it! I called it! I knew it! He needs a caretaker. It's not my girlfriend, and my girlfriend's a caretaker. Because this world wasn't built for someone at his level. Just being real. He needs a caretaker. That was funny. That was a good one. I'll give you props on that one. That one made me laugh. I really do love how reality keeps intruding on his dim, circular thoughts. A middle-aged man. Am I middle-aged? I mean, I'm 31. More like man-child with a blow-up couch. Couch is comfy though, bro. The couch is kind of fire, you gotta admit, and it looks pretty sexy. It's a nice screen. In a crap Arkansas apartment? I have a nice apartment. I don't know, it's not a fucking mansion, but it's nice. I mean, it's pretty crazy. And by the way, I did want to, okay, can't handle $900.50 in rent and utilities? It's not that I can't handle it. This is another criticism. It's, why have it? If you can save money, why not do it? I'm all about saving money and living cheap and affordable, and why have 2 bedrooms if I'm never even in here? This would be the one time I'm in here today to film this video, and then I won't be in here again. Probably for like another 2 days. And it's like, why do I have this extra room? What's the point? I'll move to Arkansas where the people are so golden nice. That's true. And prices are reasonable and a magic stash of cash will appear. I never said this. And I'll open this great convenience store and get back streaming myself while running the counter. Yeah, I mean, that's the goal. I mean, it's not going to happen in 2 weeks, 2 months, or maybe even 2 years. But I said this, these things take a long time. You think people who open a business just were like, you know what? Bam, it's open. It takes a long time. You got to raise an insane amount of capital. You have to do a lot of work in the background. It's not like going to happen so quickly. And that was my mistake. I thought it would happen quickly, but I've learned a ton and I realized that's just not the way things work. But yeah, I can handle that. I just like living more affordable. But I appreciate you. You comment quite a bit, and it's always a good one. Bro's got the latest iPhone, Meta glasses. I think you're buying the wrong stuff, my guy. Well, I mean, I think you're right. I probably shouldn't have the latest iPhone. I should probably have like a shitty phone so I can film my videos in like 360p. And I probably shouldn't have Meta glasses because who wants to use POVs in my videos? You're actually right about that. And I think my videos, who wants to film videos in 4K? I think I will downgrade and I'll go down to a Kyocera. Big ups to all the people who had Kyoceras. If you know, you know. And yeah, you're right. I think so. Instead of being a YouTuber who wants 4K, we're going to get back to 480p. That's true. Bro, you need to grow up. Being in your 30s with a Rick and Morty poster and Temu shirts. I don't own a Temu shirt. There's no way to live. You look like a loser unless you act like one. You need to level up. Not that there's anything wrong with owning Temu shirts. I mean, I would. I just don't know how to use that. And here's another thing about life that I really like, right? I don't live by anybody's standards. I just don't care. You know what? A lot of people probably wouldn't rock a Coca-Cola hat with a Pizza Planet shirt. But you know what? I would. And do you know why? Because I like it. Because I don't care what people think. I don't care what people say when I walk around in public with Armando socks on and a California shirt. Because you know why? Because I like it. And if you were comfortable, you can wear whatever you want. Because I'm not worried about what anybody says about me. I don't care what people think about me. I want to wear what I'm going to wear. And if you call me a weirdo and I'm ugly and I'm stupid, it's all good, man. Because at the end of the day, I'm going to have a better day because it makes me happy. And you know what? Gotta make yourself happy. Who cares? But life's too short for all that. How does your girlfriend put up with this? She's amazing. I don't know. I had a lot of people put up with me. I used to think that I was a great person to get along with and that I was easy to live with. And I moved into this apartment. And you know what? I ask myself that every day. I ask all the time, how does my girlfriend put up with this? I could not deal with this. And you know what? She is a saint. She deserves everything in the world because to put up with me, it takes a lot. So yeah, you're right. I ask myself that every morning. You're such a tool, man. How did you even get a girl that would be intimate with your nerd lame ass? I got lucky. I found a great one. You know, that's one of the best parts of my life is that, you know, I've had her in my life for 9 years and it's been amazing. And that is truly probably the best part of my life is that I know I have somebody in my corner who was with me when I was a crazy junkie alcoholic and who saw the worst of me at the worst times and is still with me and somebody who I trust completely. And I think that is such a positive thing in my life that, I don't know, dude, you're right. How does such a nerd like me end up with somebody? I don't know, but I'm thankful. That's all I can say is I'm thankful. And I gotta say something. When I grew up, I was bullied extremely bad. And I'm very thankful for that because that taught me how to have this like iron shield around me to where like I really don't care about much. Not a lot of stuff bothers me. Some stuff does. Some stuff I'll read and I'll be like, ouch, man, that kind of hurts, you know, like that's pretty mean. But especially like the real life stuff, you know, where people call in and all that. But I talked about that. But that's one thing I'm very thankful for is the fact that I was bullied in school because it really prepared me for a lot of stuff in life. And I don't know, one day I'm going to talk about that more on a video, but I want to say thank you guys for sending in all those nice comments, man. I really do appreciate that. Even if it is a hate comment, even if it's bad, I just wanted to say thank you. You took the time out of your day to do that, and I know that takes effort. I know that takes work, and I appreciate it. So I'm going to go to sleep. I'm going to pass out because I am so tired and I need a nap. But thank you, everybody. And of course, as always, thank you for watching. This was fun, man. I would like to do this again. This was fun. Peace and buggeries. Have a good night and have a good weekend.